Can I ask you something? Do you ever wonder if what you're making actually matters? If the video you're editing, story you're shaping, the time you're putting in behind the scenes is really worth it? Maybe you're putting in the hours, you're doing the work, but feeling like no one's noticing. If that's you, you're not alone. And this episode is just for you. Today we're talking about value, not just the kind you see in a paycheck or a view count, but the kind you bring when you touch something, when your fingerprints are on the work. We're going to start with a story, a small object or forgotten item, and a woman whose touch made it priceless. So before we dive in, if you're a video creator looking to grow, scale, and build a video business, hit subscribe right now. I drop new videos every week to help you level up, so please don't miss out. And if you want a step-by-step guide on creating videos that not only stand out but keep clients coming back, I've got a free workshop that breaks it all down. Links in the description. Be sure to like this video and leave a comment too. Okay, let me get to work. Years after Marilyn Monroe passed away, her personal estate went up for auction. It was a major event. People from all over the world showed up to buy a piece of her legacy. There were paintings, designer furniture, handwritten scripts from her most iconic films. All of it beautifully cataloged, all of it drawing a lot of attention. Except for one item, a doorknob. Plain, basic, just sitting there completely ignored, until two bidders noticed it. But before I tell you what happened, let me give you some context. Marilyn Monroe wasn't just a movie star, she was a cultural icon. She lit up the screen with films like Some Like It Hot, 7-Year Itch, and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. She was elegance and vulnerability all at once, a symbol of beauty, but also of depth and pain, charm and mystery, the most photographed woman in the world in her day. Someone whose presence still echoes through pop culture decades later, so when her estate was auctioned, people didn't just want memorabilia, they wanted a connection to her and to her story. But that doorknob, nobody cared until someone realized Marilyn touched this. At some point in her everyday life, Marilyn turned that doorknob, and suddenly, this plain, unnoticed object became the center of a bidding war. Why? Because once people knew she touched it, the value changed instantly. Now, here's where this hits home. That doorknob didn't start out valuable. It wasn't special, it didn't shine, it didn't sparkle. But it became priceless because of who touched it. And that's the reminder I want to give you today. You may not feel like what you're working on is all that special. You may not feel like you are being noticed, but the work you're doing, the story you're helping tell, the project you're quietly shaping behind the scenes, it has value because of you, because of your fingerprints. You're not just pushing pixels, you're not just checking boxes, you're shaping something with your taste, your perspective, and your heart. That's your fingerprint. You choose the moment to hold on a reaction shot. You know when to pause the music for emotional impact. You know which soundbite will connect and which one falls flat. People don't hire you for the buttons you know how to push. They hire you because of what you bring to the story. They hire you because you touched it. Because when you do, it feels different, it feels intentional, and it feels alive. Maybe right now you're staring at a project that feels basic. It's a talking head video, some B-roll, a client with a vague vision, and you're thinking, this doesn't matter. But pause, take a breath, ask yourself, have I touched it? Have I shaped it? Have I brought myself into this? Because that's where value is. You give a project its identity, its clarity, its heartbeat, and even if no one else sees that yet, you should. Cher is known for flipping homes. She buys them, lives in them, decorates them with her own personal style, and then sells them for millions more. Why? Because it's not just a house anymore, it's Cher's house. The same thing happens in film and television. A good idea won't sell on its own, but attach a celebrity, and suddenly that idea has traction. Networks return your calls, and meetings get scheduled, deals move forward. Why? Because of who is attached. Now, maybe your name isn't famous yet, but that doesn't mean your name has no value. When you touch a project, it carries your voice, it carries your character, your vision, and that changes things. It may not be mainstream yet, but your name is building a reputation, one project at a time. So here's what I want you to remember. Don't underestimate your fingerprints. Don't underestimate your touch. Your work matters not because of how flashy it is or how big the budget was, but because of what you brought to it. You don't need to be a household name to create value. You just need to keep showing up. Keep shaping, keep touching the work with your full creative heart. And maybe right now you feel like no one's paying attention, like your name is in the credits, but not in the conversation. I get it, but listen, your time is coming. That doorknob, it sat ignored in a room full of priceless things. No one looked twice until someone did, until someone realized who had touched it, and that changed everything. Maybe you feel like that doorknob, like your work is being overlooked, but someone is going to look back one day and say, wait, they made that? They touched that? Then it's worth something. So please don't stop, don't quit on yourself or your gift. Keep editing, keep telling stories, keep turning doorknobs, because what you touch really matters. So here's what I want you to do this week. Number 1, look at your current project. Ask yourself, where can I leave more of me in this? What would this look like if I owned it creatively? Number 2, revisit a piece of work you've already completed. Don't pick it apart. Just ask, what's in here that carries my voice? And number 3, if you want help clarifying that voice, coaching is available. I work with creators just like you, people who want to move from invisible to undeniable, from being the editor in the shadows to the creative voice in the room. Book a free 15-minute discovery call. There's no pressure, just real conversation about where you are and where you want to go. The link's in the show notes. You've got something to say. Let's make sure the world hears it. Thanks for watching.